A user fee agreement is an arrangement between the FDA, Congress, and regulated industry. And essentially what it does is it allows Congress to supplement the funding that Congress provides to the FDA with fees that the industry pays to the FDA. And in exchange for those fees, FDA commits to certain review timeframes, goals, essentially. There's a lot that happens during that time frame, and it takes a long time for a lot of these ideas to get fully baked. And so that's why starting now makes sense for a company that has an idea but is not exactly sure where it fits into a broader agreement. National trade associations typically lead the negotiations with the FDA. But there are other ways to influence the conversation. And the best way to do that is to have a compelling solution to an industry-wide or a sector-wide problem. So there are ways to influence the trade associations, but there's also ways to influence the FDA and advocate for certain ideas before the FDA, before the public, before patient groups. And ultimately, if none of those are working, it's always an option to talk to Congress and see what they're willing to do. So user fee agreements are typically limited to what the timelines are for FDA to review a marketing application and then what the fee is for that. But the bills are considered must-pass legislation because they are so crucial to funding the FDA. And so Congress will often look for other things to include with the bill, and these are called riders because they quote unquote ride along with the user fee agreement. One other thing that we're keeping an eye on, especially in light of the user fee negotiations, is what will happen with FDA's proposed paradigm shift for software. And it's particularly interesting in light of the user fee negotiations because one of the things that FDA has said is a key deliverable here is speedier pre-market review times. Similarly, the FDA and Congress and stakeholders in the lab community and the in vitro diagnostics community have been working for over 5 years now on a regulatory change for how LDTs and IVDs are overseen by the FDA. One of the proposals that has been under discussion is a different user fee program separate from medical devices. So we'll be keeping an eye on that also.